On a spot of land that was once desert, now stands the city of Glendale, and a building filled to the brim with fans, State Farm Stadium. Punter Mitch Wisnowski ready to do the honors. And away we go in Glendale. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
3rd and just 2 to go. Benson once more. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those. An offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 32. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Still inches to go on 3rd down. He has it on the QB sneak. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. A give, left side to McCaffrey. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Continuing to move past the 45. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop.
Oh my, they're faking it on their opening drive. Oh boy, it's intercepted on the fake. Buda Baker picks it off. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Not every fake is destined for the highlight reel, and that one's going to probably make the low light reel. They were all over that one from the start. Picked up the targets in coverage just about anywhere they threw it. An interception was possible.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. It's Benson on the give. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. He throws a bullet deep to the right. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals parlay the interception into points. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find a home there. This one intended for the running back. And now it's 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun is Purdy. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. They connect on the deep shot. And he works all the way to the 25 before going out. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignments, hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them, trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Play action now, Murray. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. It's an option left. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
He was brought down by Greg Jackson. A 7-yard loss.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. Hits the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals now lead by 10. Trey McBride, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down throw by Purdy. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. That throw finds Kittle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a 49er first down. We send a man in motion. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. We managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
And he could have a free play here. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They'll run here following the penalty. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third and short, here's Purdy. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They're out and set. First and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need one more now on third down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Hand off to Benson from the gun. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. Staying on the ground with Benson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Keep going.
First down, ball at the 36. Handoff headed left to Benson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Running back sent in motion. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. That's taken in by Means. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And this one doesn't go far.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll run. It's Benson. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This is reeled in by Wilson. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Murray here on first down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by Jair Brown. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
This is our last chance.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from 48 on the left hash. And that one goes off the left upright, but over the crossbar. Oh, it still goes through. That one is good. And that extends their lead to 14. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense to the line for second down. Purdy throwing here. Into traffic, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because you throw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Purdy looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. They kick the running back in motion. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll try it right with McCaffrey. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Purdy setting up that play action. He's got it deep downfield. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. George Kittle, the touchdown. And this kick was just mishit. It is wide left and no good. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Murray. Completed over the middle. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Diamador Lenore, they're on the stop.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today. Because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Cardinals first down. Murray from the pistol. Diving right side, got it! A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
Benson on 1st and 10. He cuts it right. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Running it after the penalty. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, it's Murray. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Brought down by Fred Warner.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Third and long for him here. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Now the Cardinals sending out the field goal unit. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a short gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 32. Gets everything he has under this throw. He's got it at the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Showing run again with McCaffrey. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Let's see what they went with on third down. From the gun is Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, Kate. Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. Third and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The give now to Benson. And he'll do what he can. That carry gets to the 35-yard line. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
McBride hauls it in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Arizona. Here's Kyler to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Lone back gets the handoff. Down the sideline to the 45. And he gets this down to the 38.